Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is Pramana Sarir. Pramana Sarir generally means anthropometry in Ayurveda, or the science which gives you evidence, evidence-based science, evidence in physical parameters, like you can measure the body parts, you can measure the fluids. Likewise, this particular chapter has been designed. This particular chapter also gives you two important things. This is the parameters to set or to know the remaining lifespan of the patient or the person, and along with the socioeconomic status. Let us see how these things are going to be done. So Ayurveda literature pertaining to Rachna Sarir furnishes detailed description on the measurements of the body and its elements. In our classic, Pramana Sarir is the term given to this subdivision which depicts the importance of measurements or anthropometry. Pramana Purusha gives us detailed information regarding each body part in the terms of external features which are measurable. This can also be helpful in understanding the anatomical knowledge required for the practice of Ayurveda. The modern anthropometry has a similar kind of intentions in the field of medical science. So this particular topic, Pramana Sarir, is basically for the measurements and how these measurements are utilized. This has to be seen. So Acharya Charak has included Pramana among the 10 with a Parikshma. Charak has given a list of 10 things, 10 parameters on which a patient has to be verified before starting the treatment. Among them, one of them is Ayu Pariksha. Ayu Pariksha is the important procedure before starting with the treatment. Ayu Pariksha means lifespan, how much lifespan the patient or the person is having. The Ayu Pariksha is done particularly on the basis of measurements of different Anga Pratanga of the body. Anga Pratanga means that 6 regional divisions, and whatever is pertaining to them or attached to them, it is called Pratanga. So, and the Pratanga of all the body. Thus, Pramana Pariksha plays an important role in assessing the Ayu of the individual. So, Ayu can be classified as the three, Uttam Ayu, Madhyam Ayu, and Heen Ayu, whatever the measurements are going to be formed. Likewise, with the Ayu Pariksha, there is one more, that is Saririk Bal, that is immunity. It can be also classified under 3 parameters, Uttam Bal, Madhyam Bal, or Heen Bal, on the basis of our Pramana only, or measurement basically on the Anguli Pramana, that is finger measurements. So Sudha had described Anguli Pramana for assessing lifespan again, but also the economic status. The person who is having the proper or as set measurements, they will have all that good prosperity, and the economic status will be well maintained. And those who are having less or more, accordingly, there will be some differences. So the body has been described in the terms of measurement, which is own finger. Own finger point is very important because we are not going to measure with certain specific parameters, but with our patient's own finger only. So basically, two type of pramans are explained in the Ayurveda. One is Anguli Pramana, other one is Anjali Pramana. Anguli Pramana means this finger. This measuring with these fingers, you can measure the body parts. And Anjali Pramana means when you are going to hold any liquid or solid with two palm made like this. Okay, palm. So Anjali Pramana is used for measuring the body constituents including liquid, solid, means which are volumetric arrangement. And Anguli Pramana is based on the Swa Anguli Pramana. Swa means self. Because we all know that height may be different, the length of arm, forearm, and other body parts may be different, but they are in some ratio to their own fingers. That's why Anguli Pramana is individualistic part type of. And with that help, we can measure the ayam, vistar, pranna, that is length, breadth, and height of a particular body part. Now, what is thus with the Pariksha Bhav? The physician, before commencing treatment of patients, should first of all examine his lifespan. And if he has long lifespan left, then the treatment can be started and easily cured. The 10 factors are Ritu, season, Agni, digestive power, where, age, that's his lifespan, they have body build, bal strength, this is immunity, basically we have seen Uttam, Sattva, Sattva, Prakriti, Bhesaj, and the last one, then you can see the IAM. Then certain specific measurements are given here. These are IAM. IAM is vertical height of entire body should be 84 angula, and it should be equal to Vistar. Means when you measure the height, total height, and you put your hand in horizontal like this, and you measure the total horizontal length, and this should be equal. These type of persons which have equal IAM and Vistar, vertical height and arm span are called Sampurusha. It is anatomically proportionate. healthy person, and this person will have uttamayu, bal, oj, sukh, aishwarya, vitta. Means if the person is some purusa, it has all these qualities, and if it is more or less than 84 angul, then conditionally there will be madhyam or heen type of properties will be there, which are described like ayu, bal, oj, everything. Okay. So these are certain specific parameters. Now here you can see a diagram which shows you some anthropometric measurement, how they are taken. They are taken with the help of certain instrument like measuring scale, measuring tape, vertical caliper for the diameters. Then certain other instruments are there which are more dealt with the anthropometrical part only. The elaborated description of Pramana Sarir in the ancient literature clearly shows the well-established concept of anthropometry in past era. Individuality is the characteristic property of Sa-Angula Pramana, and Ayurveda gives prime importance to individualistic approach rather than a general. So Ayurveda gives a specific Prusam Bikchayam, that is, a person to person is different, and likewise the treatment protocols should be different. How this can be understood or measured physically with the help of our Pramana Sarir, specifically Anguli Praman, measuring the body parts with her own measurements of finger breadth. Anjali Praman, as you can see, these are some volumetric measurements given in Charak's Divan, which I have shown you here, like Kapha 6 Anjali, Pitta 5, Udak 10, Rasa 9, Rakt 8, Medha 2, Majja 1, Supra half, Mutra 4, Vasa 3, Mastika half, Upper Roj half, and Oj 8 row. These are some volumetric measurements given in the classical text of Charak. So these you have to learn for your exam purpose also. Now there are different types of Anguli Pramana are given for Ayam, Vistar and everything. This a big list is given in all the classical texts. I have mentioned everything here in 2-3 slides in the conversion, or you can say the important things which we can understand here. It will be, or we should learn like height of path should be 4 angula, breadth is 6 angula, and length should be 12 angula. Then you can see the length of the circumference of the bhag pubis should be 16 angula. Then lower part you can see chest should be 24 angula in breadth, 12 angula in length. Here should be 2 angula. Likewise, certain different measurements are given, which you can see in this slide. But the thing which we want to discuss was the ratios. Means the fingers can be changed, the angular wall can be changed, but the ratios are never going to change. Now see the last point here, the breadth of bhag, the distance between Mehan and Nabhi, that is umbilicus, the distance between Nabhi and Hridaya, the distance between Hridaya and Griva, and the distance between two breasts of mammary gland, Mukhayam, circumference of Madhibandha proposed, they all should be a specific 12 angula pramana. So likewise, these are the parts which should have equal length or diameter. Likewise, we can check in person to person, the ratio should be the correct one or equal to each other. Then again, certain more things are seen. You can see how depth the anthropometry was used. You can see the breadth of Nasaput, it was 1/3 angula. The Krish Mandal, that is cornea of eye, is 1/3 of total length of eye. The Drishtimandal pupil was also measured 1/9 of the Krish Mandal. So here you can see the different measurements are given in our classical text, which gives you the proper ratio knowledge. You don't go for proper exact angular, but you can go for the ratio knowledge, and by help of these ratio knowledges, we can design certain specific treatment protocol, or we can know the IU span, socioeconomic status with these evidence-based science. This particular science can be also utilized for the futuristic approaches where we need to be individualistic approach for a particular designing of anything for a human being. It can be astronautic suits, it can be any instrument, it can be any machines which can be utilized. So this particular topic has a lot of scope for the future research also. This can be correlated with the Prakriti also, Vata Pitta Kapha Prakriti, and which type of measurements we are normally going to found in Vata and Pitta and Kapha Prakriti, whether some Purusa will be equivalent to the some dosa Purusa also. These are different things which can be talked about. But for the UG purpose, this much is enough for the exam, and that's all for this topic. Thank you.